Hello everyone, this is Jayla of Cartridge, and today we will be playing Rose of Winter. So some of you may remember, or maybe all of you, I don't know who's watching this video, you may remember that I played the demo for this game a couple of months ago? I think I was in London, I don't actually remember exactly when I did it. And I said that I would enjoy playing the game when it actually came out, and now it's time for that. So I guess without further ado, let's get started. I honestly don't know anything about the game except for what happened in the demo. I have not looked at anything else. I've not seen any of the endings. I don't even know what all the princes look like, so I guess we'll find out. I don't even know, like, do you choose in the game or does it, like, force you with one? I'm not actually sure. I'm assuming you can choose. I have to give her a proper voice this time. Beware, evildoers, for I am Rosemary, the Knight of Winter. Or should it be the Blade of Winter? Oh, maybe the Rose of Winter. Doesn't that sound impressive? You know, a symbol of hope bursting through the ice. That's good, right? I mean, it's not too completely embarrassing, is it? Oh well, I'll figure out a good knightly sounding title someday. My actual name is Rosemary, which isn't very knightish. And as for that Blade of Winter thing, well, I'm in a place where it's been snowing a lot, and, you know, to be honest, I just think it sounds cool. Cool stuff doesn't have to make sense, right? Anyway, about a year ago, I left my family's farm to fulfill my destiny and become a knight. Sounds pretty amazing, right? I thought so too. So far, though, I've just been doing odd jobs for gold wherever I can find them. I've slain the occasional beast and rescued plenty of cats from trees. It's not exactly what I expected, but at least I'm making a living. I guess that makes me more of a mercenary than a real knight. But hey, I've got a cool suit of armor and my trusty sword, so I'm almost there. She has a pretty badass sword, though, I gotta say. I hate to admit it, but it's harder to become a knight than I thought. I'll always keep trying, though. Exclamation points. That determination, though. I love her. My travels eventually brought me to this tavern at the foot of Mount Needle. You wouldn't know it from how cozy it is in here, but the mountain outside is super dangerous. Mount Needle, so named for the freezing winds that pierce your very skin, crawling with deadly beasts that hunger for human flesh. Only the bravest of the brave dare to venture here. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place for an aspiring knight to find her destiny? Oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, now that I'm here, I've got to find a job, and fast. I spent the last of my gold getting a room at this tavern. Planning ahead, isn't exactly my strong suit. Luckily, the tavern has plenty of postings for mercenaries. I mean knights, like me. It shouldn't be hard to find a job here. See, beyond Mount Needle lies Starlight City, one of the most beautiful and prosperous places in the world. People from all kingdoms gather there for important business. To get there, you can either travel by boat for days on end, or take the shortcut over the deadly mountain. Most people take the long way around, but it just so happens there are 4 princes of different kingdoms here at this tavern now. Each of them has urgent business in Starlight City and needs to take the shortcut, however dangerous it might be. They'll need an escort to make it across. That's where I come in. I may not be great at planning, but I've got good instincts, a huge sword, and more than enough strength to use it. I can get a prince across that mountain with my eyes closed. I think. So, let's see. The 4 princes are... Alright, here's our choice, guys. Oh god. First is Faulkner, the Prince of the Fae. Okay. I've heard a little about him. He's supposed to be all dashing and elegant, the perfect gentleman. But the Fae people are also supposed to be really tiny? I mean, I've never met one, but that's what I hear. How's he going to handle crossing a treacherous mountain? Well, I guess it's my job to figure that out. Next is Prince Ogandir of the Southern Kingdom. He's pretty young, like a little kid. The job posting came from his caretaker, who was traveling with him. I don't like to judge based on looks, but doesn't he look like a scruffy drifter? Should a guy like that really be taking care of a kid? I wonder what the story is there. He didn't even post his name. Third is Tyrone, Prince of Dragons, who is, well, it's kind of scary, but he's actually a real dragon. The job posting says he's a fire dragon, so he doesn't do well in cold weather. He has to take a human form to save energy, so he's really weak and needs a lot of help getting across the mountain. Oh, well, in that case, this shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, knights deal with dragons all the time, don't they? This should be a piece of cake. Finally, there's Prince Kuya of Kuya of Moonforest. To be honest, I'm more scared of him than the dragon. His kingdom is really isolated, so no one really knows what his people are like. but the stories say they're all barbaric, fierce hunters with giant claws and fangs like wild beasts. Still, if he's here asking for help like anyone else, he can't be that bad, right? Okay, maybe there are more jobs than just these four, but these guys just seem super interesting to me. And by interesting, I mean hot. Oh my god, Rosemary, please. Look, don't judge me. I've been traveling all alone for so long, and I've always dreamed of a fairy tale romance. It's not like I really expect anything to happen. I've never even had a boyfriend before. Oh my god. But maybe this time. Anyway, enough of this embarrassing stuff. I've got to hurry up and pick a prince already. Oh god, wait, no, I'm not ready to choose. So, I have a weird feeling that Kuya might be some sort of like, yeah, he's literally called the Beast Prince, so he's probably a werewolf or some sort of equivalent were creature. This prince, his caretaker, is probably going to be more important than he is. I say important, but wait. Here's the thing. This I shouldn't be like looking this hard at trying to figure out who the fuck I want to take across. But I have a feeling their eye color is the same. They have the same eye colors, which I think is weird. Who do we want to escort? We've kind of seen a little bit of Tyrone's thing in the demo, I guess. But like, I'm kind of interested in what's up with this one. Like, I want to see what's up with this one. And depending on how long these routes are, I might play more than one. But I'm not sure yet, so don't hold me to that, guys. But like, I might play more than one. I gather all my supplies together and arrange for a mountain donkey to carry the little prince and his effects. As soon as that's all taken care of, I let the prince's caretaker know that I'm ready to go. Oh. Oh god, I need to come up with voices. I made a mistake. Good. Awfully decent of you to supply us. I've got my flask and my smoke, so I'm ready to hit the road. That's not all you brought, is it? Huh, of course not. I've also got my deck of cards, in case we've got time that needs killing. He winks at me. Is he just fooling around or what? I'm so bad at knowing if people are kidding. Yeah. It's always good to be prepared, right? For some folks. Me, though, I just prefer to wing it. Speaking of which, you can call me Crow. It's the name I like best these days. Crow, nice to meet you. I'm Rosemary. So, where is the prince? Still sleeping in, most likely. That lazy little... He proceeds to call Prince Silgandir a word that I can't repeat in good conscience. Crow, should you really be talking about him that way? Sweet lady, if you knew half the trouble he gets up to, you'd agree that's too kind a word. I think I'm going to play her reactions the way that I would react to them. So, let's see. Maybe you're right, I'm just not used to it. Oh, sorry, I forgot that she actually says the things. Sorry, I'm just not used to hearing language like that. It caught me off guard. We don't talk that way down on the farm. Farm girl, eh? I might have guessed. You've got strong shoulders. Oh, do I? I mean, I don't know. I guess I do work out a lot. I can tell, unlike me. I'm good at lifting spirits, and not much else. We're gonna be real glad to have you along, darling. I can tell. Oh, goodness, do you really think so? Well, of course I'll do my best. Heh. Gosh, I almost forgot what we were even talking about. You were saying that you don't much care for my language. Oh, well, I'm sure I'll get used to it. Listen, if you're afraid I ain't taking this seriously, I'm sorry I gave you that impression. I promise, I care about that little fellow like he was my own flesh and blood. I'm just trying to have a little fun while I'm out here, you know? Fun? But it's a deadly dangerous mountain full of danger and deadliness and bad stuff. We'll be fine. I've got a good feeling about this. Besides, you look like the kind of do-gooder who could take care of a scoundrel like me. And him. Now you're calling the king's son a scoundrel. What that old king don't know won't hurt him, but I'll watch my language if it makes you feel better. You got a hell of a smile. I don't want to be the one making it go away. Holy shit, the flirting's already starting. Oh, thank you. Does he talk like this to all the ladies? I don't get a chance to ask because the little prince arrives from his room. He's carrying a box of books and toys and doesn't look pleased. Oh my god. The difference in art style for him is beautiful. Oh god, I don't even, like, what does a little boy's, I don't even... These are mine! Don't touch them! Let's go already! I'm bored! What did I tell you? He's such a little scamp. Hi there, Princess Ogandir. My name's Rosemary. I bet we're going to be great friends. Now, don't you worry, because the path across Mount Needle may be tough, but I'm sworn to protect you. And so, I will. Come on now, answer the nice lady when she's talking to you. Oh my god! Shut up! You're not my dad! I don't know what voice I did from originally, but that's probably gonna be it now. Can't argue with that. Sorry, I tried. Cool. And with that inspiring start, our journey begins. Oh my god, this prince is a little shit. Holy crap. Look at them, they have the same eye color. How are you not related? You look the same, just younger. Ugh! The way up the mountain is pretty easy so far, and it isn't snowing much yet. I'll take that as a good sign. Crow and I walk side by side, and the prince rides his mountain donkey, which follows Crow obediently. Pretty good going so far, huh, Prince? We couldn't have asked for better weather, that's for sure. Come to think of it, I never asked why you're taking this path in the first place. Oh, the prince has just been out on one of his little jaunts. He's got to be back in Starlight City in time for his birthday, in a few days. That doesn't really answer my question. And what does he mean by little jaunt? The prince is like 5 or something. I guess I just don't understand royal stuff. Hear that, little fella? Your birthday is going to be a pretty big deal. The king is going to fill the whole city with light in your honor. Not that you'll ever appreciate it. Shut up! I don't care! What do you know about Daddy anyway? Not a whole lot, to be honest. But that doesn't matter. Come on, enough already with the sour face. I don't remember being this bratty at your age. Let's play a game. Yeah, that's it, a fun game. Like, I Spy with my little... Oh my god, Rosemary. Something. Wait! Is it snow? Yes. That wasn't a very good game. Sorry. I've got it. How about a magic trick? As soon as he excuse me. As soon as he hears the word magic, Prince Agandir's face lights up. He glares at Crow with intense, furious interest. Show me! Show me! Oh my god, this kid's voice is gonna be irritating. Crow steps closer to him, a sly look in his eyes, moving slowly to draw out the tension of the moment. Seems you didn't wash well enough, little prince. You've got something behind your ears. What? That's not true. It's the servant's job to wash me anyway. Without another word, Crow pulls a huge red rose, thorny stem and all, out from behind the prince's ear. Wait, where did that come from? How did he even do that? A flower that big, I'm sure I would have seen where you pulled it from. And you'd think the petals would be at least a little crooked for being hidden up a sleeve, but they look smooth and fresh and sparkle with perfect dewdrops. That's amazing. The prince, however, seems less impressed than I am. That's not real magic, stupid. That's just silly tricks. The jesters of the palace do that. I've seen it a million times. Oh my god, this kid's so irritating. Holy shit. You sure it's not real? Maybe you ought to call the royal guard and have them throw me in a dungeon, just in case. What? He turns his back on Crow and I and immediately retrieves a book from his basket of possessions. You're boring. I'm reading my story now. Everyone go away. God, what a little shit. Well, you heard the man. He's certainly a handful. I warned you. Not too good with kids, I take it? I should be. I grew up with lots of little brothers and sisters. I like kids. Usually they like me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this one. Don't worry too much. I have a feeling he likes you plenty, somewhere deep down. Crow hands the rose smoothly to me. For you, darling. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. It's beautiful. It really is. Against the snow and the cold sky, the rich red petals glow with warmth and beauty. I've never seen a color so striking. By the way, what you said about the royal guard. You couldn't really be thrown in a dungeon for doing tricks like these, right? If they thought it was real magic, I could. Or, if they thought it was real magic, I could. That's the way the wind is blowing in the Southern Kingdom these days. The old king hates magic. Afraid of it, maybe. Using spells can get you fined or locked up a few months, but it's going to get worse in the coming years, I reckon. Lucky for me, it's all just parlor tricks. Ah, that's a relief. So how did you do that anyway? It's like sleight of hand or something, right? He's silent for a moment, but there's a smile in his eyes. Now, if I went and told you all my secrets, I'd lose my air of mystery. And what would I have left to seduce you? Jesus Christ. Same, Rosemary. Seduce? I clutch the rose tightly to my chest, and my face grows hot. But Crow winks at me, like we're sharing a little joke. He's got to be just kidding, right? It's hard to get a good read on him. He has a twisty sort of nature. Am I even sure that I can trust him? Crow keeps on walking ahead, whistling a jaunty tune. The donkey trots after him, with the prince safely in tow. I stay behind, for a moment. I check on the rose, wondering how long it can last without water, and it's only then I notice that it's somehow just gone. My hand is still clasped tight around what I thought was the stem, but there's nothing there. I glance around to see if it's fallen or blown away. There's not a trace of red in all that snow. If the rose did fall, it's lost for good. Wouldn't I have felt that happen, though? How strange. No, I'm being silly. I must have dropped it. Honestly, I'd lose my head if it weren't screwed on. It's a bit disheartening to lose such a beautiful gift, but there's nothing to do but keep moving. We've been walking for hours. The road gets a bit steeper, the going a little harder. The prince seems happy at least, riding his donkey, reading his stories, and ignoring everything else. Making it across Mount Needle with a child is going to be rough, and I'll have to take it more slowly and carefully than I usually would. Crow, for his part, doesn't seem too concerned. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So, what's your story, Crow? I mean, you're probably more than just a babysitter, right? Sure, but there's not much to say about it. I go here and there, do this and that. Nothing too interesting. I live out of my hat sometimes. You know how that is, don't you? You're a fellow wanderer. I can tell. You really think so? Sure. You got the look about you. Stars in your eyes, wind in your hair, even when you're standing still. You're funny. Who says I'm kidding? Oh gosh, I don't know. I never really thought of myself that way before. A wanderer, huh? Well, I guess that's kind of true. It sounds so romantic. What I really want is to be a knight, though. I mean, a real knight. Huh. You got your heart set on working for the royals, do you? I'm not sure what the no, I guess it's about more than that answer implies. So I guess we'll pick that. I'm not sure. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to be made a real knight. I mean, who wouldn't? It's what I've dreamed of since I was a little girl. But I guess I've learned that life isn't always like what you'll imagine it'll be when you're a kid. Ain't that the truth? It's not the sword or the armor or some monarch's approval. That's not what I really want. What matters to me is helping people, I guess. Doing good things. Heroic things. I want to become someone who can be trusted and depended on, to come through no matter what. I don't need to be officially knighted, as long as I can be that. When I say it like that, it probably sounds so silly. Not at all. I know just what you mean. I wait for him to elaborate on that, but he doesn't. Once again, I realize he never really answered my question. Mind waiting here for a second? I'm gonna go have a smoke, and I don't like to do it in front of the little one. Oh, sure, go ahead. I'm happy to watch Prince Ogandir for a moment. By the way, I really love the way that their expressions actually change as the dialogue, or the text comes onto the screen. I really appreciate little stuff like that. Instead of just every time you click. But when Crow's not back after 20 minutes, I start to worry. It's getting dark. Anything can happen on a mountain like this. I can't forget that. Pulling the prince and his donkey along with me, I set out to look for Crow. Through the trees, I can see a small clearing. I can just make out Crow's familiar shape through the branches. But when I try to push through, the shape disappears. All I can see is a flash of blue on the cliffside opposite. And before I can go any further, there's a hand on my shoulder. Looking for me? Yeek! How did you get behind me? Just the usual way. Sorry, darling, I didn't mean to scare you. That's okay, I wanted to make sure you were alright. We should just push on a little further and then make camp. Sounds nice. Lead the way. I turn and leave with him. For some reason, I don't want to look behind me at what I saw, or what I thought I saw. Maybe I imagined it? But that flash of blue lingers in my mind, hovering around the edges of my memory. There's something familiar about it, but I can't place it. I guess it doesn't matter. Soon we make camp for the night in a small cave on the cliff. As I drift off to sleep, the worries fade a bit from my mind, but I see flashes of blue light in my dreams. I think Crow can do more than just a little bit of parlor trick magic shit. I wake the next morning to the sound of crackling fire and the shuffle of cards. Crow is doing more little tricks for Prince Elgandir. When Crow correctly guesses the prince card for the 5th time in a row, the little boy almost cracks a smile. The smell of fried eggs wafts through the tent. Wait, what? We're in a cave, aren't we? Ah, fuck it. I see that he's made good use of my food supplies. Crow, that smells so good. You can cook? Sure, when the opportunity goes and presents itself. You really are a man of many talents. Darling, you have no idea. So, want me to read your fortune and the cards? You can what? Ha, sure, I love hokey stuff like that. Do you know? Well, I'm fond of it too. I settle down on the floor across from him. He shuffles the deck and deals out 2 cards, face down in front of me. Okay, pick one. I think... Is she... Hold on, I'm basing this on the fact that her sword... You know, I'm gonna go with the left one. Fuck it. Oh, damn, it's the pale fox. What does that mean? He looks pretty sneaky. Oh, don't worry, darling. It just means you're awful good looking. God damn. You know, a real fox. Because I didn't need the cards to tell me that. None of you saw this, but I basically, if I had a webcam set up, I looked right into it then, and just kind of, I did that face. I did the thing where you look into the camera. God damn. Gosh, you're such a flirt. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I know I ought to, but I never am. What's it really mean, though? I mean, being good-looking isn't a real fortune. Crow hesitates before he answers. There's a look in his face that seems unlike him. Actually, the pale fox means somebody's lying to you, and you don't even know it. My heart sinks. I know fortune-telling is just a silly game, but this feels different somehow. After all, the only person who could possibly be lying to me right now is... It's me. I've been lying to you. Huh? You have? Darling, the truth is, I ain't got the faintest idea what any of these cards mean. After a moment of stunned silence, we both burst into laughter. I bet you think you're very cute, don't you? Oh, let's just eat already. Oh my god, the achievement is called Heart of the Cards. You've got to be kidding me. Holy shit. The 3 of us have a nice breakfast together. Huddled together in warmth and safety, you'd almost forget that we're on a perilous mountain, and then after another day of travel or two, we'll part ways and never see each other again. I already feel a little sad thinking of saying goodbye. Eating together, talking and laughing, it feels almost like the family dinners we had on the farm. I catch Crow meeting my eyes, and I blush and look away. Jesus Christ. He'd probably laugh if he knew what I was thinking. Okay, before I continue, I'm going to take a pause here and continue in the next video because it makes it easier to cut stuff this way. And I feel like this is probably a good place to take a quick break because I need to get water. In case you can't tell, I need to get water. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I'm kind of invested all of a sudden. I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to what the hell's going on. I think there's more to Crow than meets the eye. I mean, obviously, but like, I'm pretty sure he actually does know how to read the tarot cards, and he is lying to me in one way or another, but I have faith that it's not a dangerous lie. Maybe? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Thank you again, and goodbye!